We're live. Hello, everybody. Let me see. Is it live?
Awesome.
Oh, I think it is. Hi.
Oh, I think so too. I just looked at the comments. There's 12 people. Hello, everybody.
Can you guys hear us as well? Does it sound good? I told everybody that they could feel comfortable. Let me turn this off. I told everybody if they want to comment in Portuguese, it's fine. If they feel comfortable with it in English, it's fine too. Hi, everybody. Thank you for coming. I'm so happy to see you guys.
Hello, hello. I'm excited to be
Everybody
here.
ready? I was telling Angela that we have a time difference from Brazil but 2 hours we are 2 hours behind. And
Oh, I see it. I think Gloria is from Texas. Hi, Gloria. How are you?
hi, don't
Oh, and you guys get to see me with no makeup on. I just have brows and lipstick on. This is going to be real fun. I can't wait to get my makeup on.
me too. Me too. Everybody's excited. We're gonna talk
Awesome.
about skincare first, and then you're gonna go like do some makeup.
Yeah.
I was telling Angela how much I love like a simple and elegant makeup, like every day but classy. I feel it's
Yeah.
very like Chantecaille, right? Is
Yeah,
this
that's just it's like the modern woman, simple, easy, chic. And that's me anyway. Like I don't like a whole lot of makeup. I used to be a MAC girl years ago. I worked for MAC for almost 10 years. So I was always doing these ornate makeup looks. So now that I'm a mom and I'm 40, the last thing I want to do is do a ton of
yeah,
makeup unless there's something special going on. So
yeah.
having a chic, nice look on the face is always good.
I was talking to my friend the other day how pandemic affect how people perceive makeup, and so many people are not wearing makeup as much. And for me
Right.
it was quite the opposite because I feel some like the makeup give me some comfort, like
Yeah.
gives me the naturality back, like the normality back.
Absolutely. Like even for me, I was used to my lips are my signature, right? So when my mask is
With
on
mask,
and I
yeah.
don't have any, it looks like I really don't have makeup. So for me, I'm back to wearing a lot more eye makeup than I used to. Like I'm doing my cat eye more. And it's like, okay, let me get my eye makeup skills back together because that's where everyone's looking at
Yeah,
is here now.
I always been focused on skin and
Hmm.
not so much on eye, but I feel the same way. Like now with the mask, I have to like at
Yeah.
least put some mascara. Otherwise, I
Yeah,
look like
for
that I'm
sure.
sleeping.
For sure. Even you can see me. All of my acne is from my mask. Where my mask sits, all of this area right here has just been a problem for me.
And why
But
is that? Because everybody complains about acne, mask acne.
maskne, yeah. It's because of it's a lot of different things. Like if you're reusing your mask,
Oh,
and it's
yeah.
got oils in it, the fact that it's rubbing against your face, detergent from the cloth mask. There's so many different reasons people are still wearing a little bit of makeup. That makeup is getting
Mm,
rubbed into your pores. There's all kinds of reasons why people are getting maskne, and those of us that are either A, sensitive, or B, oily, you were rubbing those oils into our skin and into our pores, and it breaks them out. So for me, I think it's all of the above. I'm not, I to be honest, I'm not putting on a fresh mask every day.
yeah,
So I
that was
just
my
get the
next
one that's,
question. What do you
yeah.
think the disposable ones are better and
Yeah,
this
it's
matter?
better. And even the disposable ones, I bought the black disposable ones from Amazon. But if I take it off and I put it in my car, likelihood of me putting that same mask on the next time, it's like I don't want to throw them away
Yeah,
if I
yeah.
just run to the grocery store really quick and come out, you know? So
I don't
it's
even use
tough.
the disposable ones. I like the ones that is made for sports, the face
Oh,
cover.
yeah.
I feel
Hmm.
like it's more comfortable, especially with glasses.
Oh,
The
yeah.
the regular masks make the lenses of my glasses
Fog
blur.
up. Yeah,
I don't like it.
I get it. Trust me, I know. Hi, guys. We've got somebody in here from Spain. That's awesome.
What time is it in Spain?
I know. What time is it, Bruna? So much fun. And you guys, if you have any skincare questions for me, let me know. Uh, Both me and Jessica are combination to oily, but I definitely know a lot about the skin, the dry skin woes. So if you have any, or hyperpigmentation, obviously I've been talking about hyperpigmentation a lot. So if you have any questions,
Portugal.
feel free. Yeah,
And
Portugal.
I always complain about my skin during the winter because it gets so dry, but I'm still like I can feel my oils coming through, but in certain areas
Mhm.
it's so unbalanced. It's kind of hard to deal with. Sometimes I have to use like different products for specific areas of my face. I can get very fancy.
Well, yeah, because there's a difference between being it's you can be dehydrated and lack moisture and be oily.
Mm,
So for me, that's my issue. I don't drink enough water. I like my occasional glass of vino, and it's like all of these things, and caffeine and coffee, and I don't drink enough water. So all of these things make my skin lack moisture, but I'm still oily, so I'll still get shine, but then you'll see maybe dry patches on my skin. So
same.
it's
Yeah.
definitely a balance of moisture and oil that you need. So it's hard, but it's good to understand that your skin needs both water and oil, and
Oh,
once you understand that combination, it makes everything so much easier.
I was watching I think Scott's YouTube with I think maybe you with Shun Beauty and
Oh, Sean K Beauty, uh-huh.
she you're explaining, or Scott, I don't remember, that in Chantecaille you usually use the oil first and then the moisturizer, and I always heard the opposite.
Well, I think it's different for different people, right? Because I'm oily, I don't want the oil to be on top of my skin. I want the oil to penetrate, right?
Mm-hmm.
Some people who are dry want a little bit of that oil for the surface. So they want to put the water first, then the oil. But for me, I need to exfoliate my skin, make my skin very, 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 very clean. Then I put the oil and I press the oil into my skin, and then I let that absorb, and then I put my moisturizer because I don't want to be shiny later. I want the oil to
Makes
absorb
sense,
so
yeah.
that my skin doesn't make oil. So when your skin already has the oil, it doesn't have to produce too much. But those people that are dry, they want to put the moisture down first, and they want a little residual oil on the outside of their skin because they want that skin to glow because their body is not making oil anyway.
Mm-hmm. And I, in my mind, I don't think if it's a maybe it's like a oil skin person mindset, but in my mind, if I put the oil first, the moisturizer doesn't penetrate it enough. But
Yeah, true. But it depends on what oil. If you have a really good oil, like the Chantecaille oil, I think mine's still in my bathroom. The Chantecaille oil is almost like a dry oil, so it's meant to be absorbed. There's a lot of different oil blends where some of those oils are going to stay on top of the skin because the molecules are too big to be absorbed to the skin. So the great thing about the Chantecaille oil is it absorbs completely and your skin can suck it up. So it almost leaves a dry feeling on top topically. But then you have certain oils from certain brands that are meant to have some oils that penetrate, but then some oils that stay on top for those
mhm,
people that really want that oil shine glow finish,
yeah,
or those that are really dry and they want some of that to stay on top in their skin, not to suck it in.
sure. And but one thing that I think is very important to like be very clear is no matter if you're like combination or oily, you have to hydrate your skin. There's no like
Absolutely.
I am hydrated already.
Yeah, me too. I did the combination. I think the one that did you do the Rose de May cream yet? So
Yeah,
I already put the Rose de May cream and my
I think
eye
I'm gonna
cream
do
on.
it
That's
right now because I was
okay.
waiting. Should I put it this
Okay.
first?
Yeah, so I like to use that first. So I like to put things on in order of consistency, right? So
Mm-hmm.
more liquid it is, the first it goes on, and then into the thickest texture. So yeah, the blue light for sure. I already put mine on, so I don't want to do
I did it already,
double it
but
up. Yeah, so I put that on, and then I always do. Actually, I start with my eye cream, I lie. So I did my stress repair. So I
mm-hmm.
do the stress repair, then I put the blue light, and then after the blue light, I put it depends too. Sometimes I use Rose de May, sometimes I use our Bio Serum
Okay.
underneath
By the
everything.
way,
Like
guys,
this.
everything is linked down below. If there's something that is not linked, I'm gonna link after live. But most of the products is in the description box.
Yeah. So for dry skin, Gloria, this is a good one, the Bio Serum, which is awesome. It's a water base. It's really, really lightweight. This is almost finished because it's my own, but it's a very lightweight serum that you can even put around the eye area. I mean, I can. It's very forgiving to be put everywhere, especially even blue light. Blue light is really nice to put around the eyes too, because we're all getting all this blue light from our phones, our iPads, our computer screen. It's good to be able to protect your skin from all of that you're getting.
This product is so interesting because of the blue light protection. There's not many of these that you can find like on the market that protects against blue light, and the texture is very elegant because although it's a hyaluronic acid, it doesn't feel tacky on the skin.
Right. No, yeah,
Most
it's
of them
very
feels like
lightweight.
very sticky, and I
It's
really
really
like.
good for men too, which is, men are very picky about texture. So
Mm-hmm.
it's great that it's in a pump. It's also great that it's very lightweight and it doesn't have that tackiness, and anyone can wear it, from the oiliest of skins to the driest of skins. I just think that now that we're in front of lots of screens, it's really important. And it's a slightly newer technology because it's a slightly newer scientific data that has come out that shows the effects of aging, blue light on aging, our lights, our screens, all of these things. Tech neck, they call it, where you start to age around your neck. So it's newer technology. You'll see more and more companies coming out with the technology for blue light and their own blue light protection. And the great thing too is it has a hyaluronic acid in it. So even if you're dehydrated, it's really good because the hyaluronic acid adds moisture to the skin on a natural level, which is always a good thing.
And about the hyaluronic acid, I heard once that you should not wear it if you live in drier weather because it can take away the moisture from your skin to the environment. Is that true? Does it make sense?
I think I've heard that as well, but I do think it's the different technologies of the way that hyaluronic acid is put in. But I think that also if you're using a hyaluronic with a moisturizer, you'll be fine. You know
Okay,
what I mean? Like it's more of those people that are just using hyaluronic
by
base, like they're
itself.
using a hyaluronic serum and then a hyaluronic moisturizer, and then it's so much hyaluronic that it's just taking the moisture out.
Mm-hmm.
But what's meant, a decent amount of hyaluronic is meant to help the moisture barrier in your skin. We all want to keep that moisture in our skin, right?
I just applied
The
the
Rose de May.
yeah. I love the texture too. It's very lightweight, but it actually hydrates. Not the gels that feels like a gel, but it doesn't moisturize. It's very good.
Yeah, the thing about the Rose de May that I like is it's very lightweight, but it has a plant ingredient in it that's similar to glycerin. So as we were talking about things taking the moisture out of your skin, anytime you put a glycerin based product or a glycerin type of product in the skin, it's going to take the moisture out of the air, which is great. So it may not feel really heavy in the beginning of the day, but as you go on throughout your day, it's going to add more and more and more moisture to the skin. So that's the great thing about it. So for me, sometimes in the summer months in Houston, it's so humid here. The last thing I want to do is add more moisture. This starts out to be good, but it's too much for me. This is my moisture when it's starting to cool. Like here right now, it's about 60 degrees. The humidity is lower than 50%. I'm good. Anytime we get past 80% humidity and 80 degrees, I need to go to something lighter, and I do my BioLift oil free, which is good for me.
Use only the serum. No, it acts like a moisturizer.
No, I actually, there's a BioLift oil-free
Oh,
moisturizer. Let me
okay.
see if I have it. It's also in a pump and it's great. It comes, let's see if I have this one. Yes, it's right here.
I'm
This
gonna
is a
keep
great
putting
one.
my glasses back because I want to check
That's,
the comments and I can.
that's okay.
Oh, okay.
There it is. So it's BioLift oil-free. It's great. It comes in a pump. One pump does the whole face. It's really, really good. So this is my summertime moisturizer, and it also helps if you have any it helps with adult acne, which is wonderful because I get that a little bit. So
Me too.
it's great for that purpose. But now we're all prepped and ready. Oh, the only thing we don't have on is our that's the one thing I didn't put on is the primer, the mattifying primer. Did you get one of those? Do you
Yeah.
have one of those in front of you? Let's see if I
I
can
also
find.
have I have this for this also have this one that is one of my favorite
Oh
primers.
yeah,
I
yeah.
love this one. This is the
That's probably the SPF.
yeah, Ultra Sun Protective Sunscreen.
Yeah, I'll put that one on. That's the easiest one for me to find right now. So let me do that
Because
one too.
this one is good because it not only is a sunscreen but also has like a tacky feeling that glues the foundation to your skin.
Yeah, it's a
it,
primer.
it really prolongs the wear. I really
Hmm.
like it, and the texture is very light too.
Yeah, I like it because it's oil free. I am a runner. And so when I use an SPF on my face, typically that
Super fluid.
SPF, like when I'm running, it sweats, I get in my eyes and it burns. And this one
Mm,
doesn't burn me. It's still a chemical SPF, but it's not like really harsh a lot. And then the great thing I like about it is, I don't know if you guys can see my skin, it doesn't leave a white cast on the
yeah,
skin. For those of
definitely.
us that have a little bit of a tan, you don't have to worry about this going on this skin and making your skin look like it has like this white cast. It goes on really clear and dries down. The key though, if you buy this product, is you want to shake it. So make
Hmm.
sure you always shake it, because if not, it settles. Oh, someone's asking about the cushion foundation. I can, you know what? I'll put the foundation on for you today since you're asking about it.
Yeah, it's amazing. The reviews are
The
right.
matte,
It's so good.
yeah, Gloria, the mattifying cream, the mattifying works good for dry skin. I think you'll be okay because I think you're in Texas. I like it as just as it's a protectant against anything that's outside. Any sort of antioxidant, any sort of pollution. It's got a pollution. It creates like an eggshell across the face. And it's, if you guys like Smashbox, it's almost like the natural version of the Smashbox primer, which is
Clean
I know a
ingredients.
lot of people love it. Yeah, yeah. It's
Yeah.
more natural ingredients than that. So it's that same type of feel, but a little bit lighter and not as heavy and silicone based. Can you let us know your top 3 must-haves? Oh,
Do you want to
okay.
save this for the end?
Yeah, let's say,
Like
yeah,
a
we'll talk about
surprise?
this in the end. And then you can to ask us whether it's, because that's a hard question, whether you are talking about skincare or
Or
color. So
makeup? Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me know which one you're talking about.
Uh, are we ready
Okay.
for foundation?
Yeah, let's do it. Let me pull mine out. Which color are you using?
Vanilla.
Vanilla. Okay,
Yeah.
where's mine?
I I mentioned this foundation in I think my January favorites. I
Mm-hmm.
like it, but now I kind of love it. It's the kind of product that the more I use, the more I like it. And my
Mm-hmm.
experience with cushion foundation is so different from the one that I'm having right now. Usually they are
Oh,
very
really?
creamy, like very
Mm-hmm.
thick, because they have, I don't know, so much skincare on it, and it slides off my face. Like an hour later, I don't have foundation anymore.
Yeah.
And this one, it feels so light, and it
It's like
protects
water.
the
It goes on, it
skin.
feels like
Yeah.
water on the skin.
Is it because I know the one from the pot is like 80% water, right? The
Right.
original one. Is this the same
Uh-huh.
formula?
It's not the same formula, which is why I think people like it. It's a water base, but it's a lot more pigmented, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you get a lot more color from this product because it's just more of like it's almost like a water base, so it feels like water going on the skin.
Yeah, and that's is another thing, because cushion foundation usually don't give me a lot of coverage, and this
Mhm.
one, it gives me coverage like a
Yeah,
regular foundation.
foundation, yeah.
So
It almost
surprising.
gives me more coverage than the future skin. To me, I think it's more coverage for me than the future skin is. Let me use this mirror here.
And it's so natural.
It is. It's such a great. I'm wearing the color mahogany in this, but it's such a great foundation. And it feels, once it dries down, it feels like nothing on the skin.
Yeah, that's true. Another thing, it doesn't transfer. I
No,
noticed that
yeah,
when I have my mask on, I still have foundation, even though
yeah.
like many hours later.
The
Do-
dry down on it is pretty awesome, and that's the thing. So I've done the mistake of like sleeping in it. You don't want to sleep in this makeup. I mean, it literally will feel like you have nothing on all day. So you don't even feel like there's something that you need to, let's see here, if you can see the difference in my face. So it's like you have a little bit of color. You can see the discoloration on this side. And then this side is like nice and smooth, which is what
Yeah,
I
it's
love
super.
about this makeup.
I put this side with foundation, this side no
Yeah,
foundation. It
it's
definitely
good.
covers, but still looks like skin.
Yeah, still looks like skin. That's the great thing about this. And I actually I left my beauty blender, but my favorite way to put it on is with the beauty blender, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh,
Beauty
I
blender.
spray the beauty blender down with water, and then I put like I bounce it across the skin. Is it good for oily skins? Would it work in humid weather? Yes. Listen, I live in humid Houston, and I have the oiliest skin ever, and it's amazing because it feels like water on the skin. Literally, when you put it on, I always do this in the wrong direction. It's literally like water. It's so lightweight that it just kind of disappears into the skin. And I'm severely oily. I mean, I could probably saute vegetables on my face midday on the wrong day. So trust me on oily skin. It's just a beautiful coverage. I always have to put concealer on. I have parents that have blessed me with hereditary bags and dark circles. So I don't ever feel done until I have my concealer on. So let me grab my concealer. And I like to contour. So I do the real skin. And I do two colors, number 8 and number 9. Number 9 matches my skin. Number 8 is a little lighter to give me
Do
a
you
little bit more
sometimes do your
drama.
skin with only concealer, like when you're on the go?
Yeah, yeah. So a lot of times what I'll do is I'll use my rose oil. Like the thing that I've noticed has kept me from breaking out is like I'll do my face and then I'll just do like rose oil and I'll do some concealer if I'm gonna just wear my mask, mascara, eyeliner, my brows, and I'm good to go. That's been my mask makeup.
Yeah, I've been doing that too. And this concealer is it meant to use like under eye and on the
You
skin?
can use it anywhere. It depends. I've noticed, I will be honest with you, this concealer for underneath the eye is good for someone that's a combination skin to oily or that wants a good amount of coverage. For
Okay.
those of you guys that are dry, I would suggest using La Camo Stilo because if you're not wanting a lot of coverage around your eyes, and you're drier, this may be a little too, too much coverage and too dry for you.
There's a
But for
big
someone
difference.
like myself, I enjoy this because it gives me a lot of coverage. Now I'm going to put the number 8 on.
I tried this color. This is the color 3. I tried it yesterday and I thought was a little bit dark, but now with the foundation it's like perfect.
Yeah, it looks
Very good.
beautiful. It looks really good, actually. So see how I'm highlighting with the lighter shade of the number 8 underneath my eye. I just want to make sure that it's nice and bright underneath my eye so that let's see here so you guys can see this side with no concealer. This side, it's a little bit
Yeah.
brighter. Yeah.
You use shade 8 for the eyes and 9 for.
8 and 9. So I use number 8 in the inner corner here.
Okay.
And then I use number 9 kind of blended out here. So 8 and 9. Number 9 is closer to my skin tone. Can you show the product again, please? Yeah, Sylvia, is the real skin. Let me put she has her lid on hers, but it's the real skin face and eye concealer. It's awesome.
It's a stick concealer.
Being water based helps the skin to take longer to be oily. I think so because like sometimes when you have uh, it just depends. The oiliness comes out when your skin has lacked moisture or you've stripped it. So maybe you're using a more cleanser that's stripping all your oils, so your skin's fighting to make that oil back. So if you moisturize and you put the right prep underneath, most of the time, unless it's a really heavy foundation, it keeps your skin from being super oily. Also, primers help that oil kind of subside too.
Mm-hmm.
A really good, like the mattifying primer, If you can put that down first, it's really going to help those of us that are super oily kind of keep that skincare and makeup all on without looking like you're greasy midday.
Usually, right now during the winter, I don't even feel the need to set it because I
Uh-huh.
feel it's like it's set already. It's like the texture is so good.
So with this, I don't feel like it either. It's so lightweight and water based that for most people don't have to set this. I
Hmm.
don't even feel like I have to set it. This is probably one of very few foundations, no matter what, I'm always using powder. This is one of very few that I feel like I have to do powder with. But
Hmm.
the only thing I like to put powder is under my eyes because I put a lot more coverage underneath my eyes. So I go in with like our perfect blur powder and set underneath my eyes because that's to me important, and it keeps those lines and everything. You see how much eye cream and everything, so my eyes look really shiny under there. So I have to go back in and kind of set that. There's that.
Let me go.
Getting it together over here. Now let me get my powder. I'm gonna
Yeah,
use
it
my
is very
perfect pro.
natural.
Yeah,
Melina is commenting that looks very natural. It does indeed. It's like it's the kind of product that you have. If even if you look very close, you cannot see that you're wearing like coverage. It's so good.
absolutely.
Hero product.
Yes, this is it. Okay, you guys. I know you
This.
guys have all been wanting. Yes, this is the best product ever. It's actually coming back in May, everyone. It's good. It should be back for Mother's Day, and it will have a different packaging. So we're gonna have this permanently because everyone loved it so much when it came out last spring that they've decided to keep it permanently. So they've come out with packaging. It's really, really pretty. It's like flower power. It's gonna have a bunch of different flowers on it. We'll have it in that limited packaging for a little while, and then it'll go into some permanent packaging
Oh,
that we'll
that's great.
always keep. And we'll have two shades in it. And sneak peek, I got the opportunity to kind of play around with the second shade because the product development team sent me one. So this is what it looks like. This is the original, which to me, honestly, because I'm oily and that peachy undertone I thought was great. So this is what it looks like originally. And this is what the darker shade looks like for those that want a little bit more color, that's a little drier and needs a little more depth in their powder. It's fantastic.
Um, someone's asking if the foundation doesn't transfer even without the setting with powder. For me, right now that my skin is like more to the drier side, it doesn't. It doesn't transfer because it feels like I don't have anything. It's so comfortable and breathable that's it really doesn't transfer. This
Yeah,
Angela, this powder, there is not once that I post on Instagram that people doesn't comment. Where is coming? When is coming back? I need this
I
powder.
know.
I can.
People
I.
are and gonna they're obsessed with it. I mean, even for us, I just remember for our sale in July, there was so much that was being sold. Like we would put like maybe 7,000 units on the website,
Mm-hmm.
and they think, oh, that's enough for the week, and then it would sell out in one day, and they'd have to constantly replenish. It was always being sold out because they didn't expect it to people to love it
Love
so
so
much,
much.
And I'm like, yes, people are obsessed with it. It needs to come back. So luckily, we're bringing it back in a second shade, which is awesome, awesome, awesome.
I never. I can like mention a few products like 3 or 4 products that I have backups because I have so much and I bought a backup of this. I have to like hunt on the internet who had it
Yes,
and I found it at I think it was a Net-a-Porter, I'm not sure. They had it and I'm like I need it. I need it because it's too good. But
I know. And then a couple of places, and also you guys, a little tip: if there's a product and you're looking for it and it's sold out, you can always contact our live chat team, and they'll be able to like help you find it at a different
mm,
store, like maybe a Blue Mercury or a Neiman Marcus or something that may have the product that's sold out everywhere else, but it's maybe in like one small store in like a remote part of the country that still has stock in it. So they can
oh,
help
that's
you, or you
great.
can always email me too.
Through
I'm
the
always really good
website?
at, yeah. They can go to the website and just chat with our live chat team on our website from like usually Monday through Saturday. There's someone there from like 9 to 5 every day they can ask, or you can feel free to email me, and you can put my email address in your description box if you want, and people can email me, because I have a
Oh,
lot of people that'll say, oh, I want the eyeshadow duo and I can't find it, can you help me find it? And I can usually email my colleagues, and someone will know of one palette somewhere in some stores,
oh, that's
and
great.
we'll
That's
send it
great.
to them. Yeah.
The first time that I tried this powder was so funny because I applied and I couldn't feel like anything like on the brush or like in my skin, but I could see it, the blurring.
Yeah.
I was like, what is going on? Like, where's the
It's like
powder? How
it's
this?
literally like a filter for the skin in
Yeah,
real life, you know?
it's a beautiful powder. Beautiful
I
powder.
know, it's so pretty. I
I
want to
I
like
never compact powder's never been my favorite. I always
Mhm.
prefer loose powders, but this one is like
It's the
hands down my
best.
favorite powder.
I agree. I agree. Okay, so
Let me check the
I'm
comments.
gonna I'm gonna do a little bit of contouring with my number 10, if I can find it. So it's always here we go. So I use the Real Skin in number 10 to contour. So I'm gonna add a little contour action. You can use your bronzer. That's another hero product that people loved is our bronzer.
Yeah, I love the one from the Positano collection.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
I hit pen on this one and I bought this and I think it's a very similar color. It's so good. This formula, like this gel baked
Yeah.
gelate formula is like traceless on the skin. Do you use
Yeah.
the cream over the powder? Oh, that's
Mm-hmm.
gold.
I do it for contour because I need a little bit of contour here. So I just added a little bit for definition here. And then whatever's left over on my sculpt brush, I use it to contour my nose,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm always taking it in through the nose and contouring. And sometimes whatever's left over too, if I'm not doing a lot of eyeshadow, I'll just put it in like crease. But I think it's such a product that's easy to kind of maneuver, and it gives me a little bit of a glow too.
Do you think for beginners is it easier to do it with powder or cream
I think
or
for
cream?
beginners, it's easier to do it with powder, just because I need a level of depth that's darker than our bronzer. I use it in the cream.
Oh,
But definitely the most forgiving way to do contour is with bronzer.
oh, that's
It's
a
the
good question.
easiest way.
Do you
It's
use this bronzer? Does it
I
work for
actually
you?
use it as my powder for a glow, because
Oh, okay.
it's not deep enough to add contour, but it's just deep enough to give me a little extra color. So
Mm-hmm.
for me, it's like a setting powder
Like
that I
gives
like to
like
use.
a warmth all over the face.
Yeah, a warmth, and it gives me a little bit of a glow because of the
Mm-hmm.
texture of it. But for
This
you, it's like a beautiful
this formula,
contour.
it's so amazing and it's so skin-like, and there's no kickback at all. Like the powder is
Yeah,
it's
you don't
amazing.
get extra flyaways when you're using this, which is nice. I'm gonna do a little bit of
The other color that is available, I think it's Goa. I have it
yes.
Serena. Does it is it dark enough for you? What do you recommend?
It's a little, it goes a little red on me. I think I have it here. It goes a slight bit red on me. Let's see if I have Goa. I have Sirena. Let's see if I have Goa. Sirena is more like my shade, but with a glow, right?
Mm-hmm.
Goa is a little bit redder for me. So if I was a shade lighter, it would be good for contour. But for me, it just goes slightly red. We're working on expanding our bronzer shades so that we have things that are deeper and darker for the mocha mamas like myself.
Yeah, everybody needs this powder.
Yes, yes. Okay, that's nice.
I feel like the
Very.
first time I tried Chantecaille was like maybe 7 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I don't know. I started liking makeup when I was planning my wedding. That I was looking for like wedding inspirations, makeup inspirations, and that this turned into like product recommendations. And I think I found Chantecaille at the time, and I think at the time I didn't like had the same appreciation I have today because my skin was so young. And
Uh
when
huh.
you have like young skin, you can put
You
like
you can put
anything.
anything on.
And now like I feel like I see that the powders are different and look like so much better than like other brands that I used to love. Like
Yeah.
I used to love Nars Blushes. It was to be my like all-time favorites. And now I
Yeah.
don't know what happened. Like every time I apply the blushes that I used to love, my pores look like
Bigger. It's the thing, and that's what I love about Nars is known for their orgasm blush, right? Everybody loves
I
that
hate it.
blush. But the
It's
texture of it is a little different. Like for me, because I have big pores, I don't like I like a finely milled product that's not going to sit and
yeah.
accentuate. Even like when you wear highlighters. If that highlighter isn't really fine, it just accentuates all the texture underneath your skin. So for me, I'm more appreciative of the texture of the product more than anything.
Yeah, that
So yeah, I get it. Trust me. But people love that blush color, and if they could get it more finely tuned, maybe
yeah,
that would be
Orgasm
great.
never
But
been my favorite, but I like so many other shades, but now I can tell that it's not as good as like
right.
these formulas that are very finely milled, like gel, big gelate formulas.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. For sure. Put some blush on now. Next, let's try some blush for me. I'm gonna do our cheek
Oh,
gelée
I
in
need to try
vibrant.
this.
Yeah,
Need to
we
try
have
this
it in
gel
three
form.
different shades. We have Happy, which is a pink. We have this color, which is more of like a rosy tone. I'm just gonna do a little bit of this.
There's like a little burgundy, like a berry.
Yes, that's the vibrant color.
I'm gonna do the powder blush. This is another product that is very skin like. I feel like I'm repeating myself, but I feel
Yeah.
like Chantecaille products in general are very skin like, and if you use them together, it's like skin.
Absolutely. That and the fact that too, I hold that bliss color up. People look at that color and they think, oh, it's not going to show up on my skin. It's actually very, very pigmented.
Yeah,
So it's called bliss. It's got a butterfly on it, but it's actually really, really beautifully pigmented. It's not
because
like a
if
bright
you
pink.
swatch, it doesn't look, but like it doesn't show up like a very pigment, but it's very beautiful. And when you apply with a brush, it's a
Yeah,
very
look at that. It's so
beautiful.
pretty. Absolutely, Christiane. It is great for mature skin. Actually, Sylvie Chantecaille herself, she's in her 70s currently. She created the products as she started to see things that she wanted for her own skin that she couldn't find on the market. So it's definitely geared towards people who have sensitive skin. It's great for those that are mature, that have all kinds of issues with like things that are chemical based. So I think you'll find that that Chantecaille's works really, really well with mature skin for sure.
Is it Chantecaille is from France?
Well, the Chantecailles are French. It's a French-owned company. It's French. It's a French family. They came over here, and she created it actually in New York.
Oh,
So our
okay.
offices are in Soho, but she gets her products sourced from different places. Like our foundation comes from Japan. Our colors come from Italy. So she tries to get the best of the best. We get roses for our rose water from the south of France, the same place where Chanel number 5, they get their roses because we use a specific rose called Rose de May that's harvested once a year in May. So she tries to get that's a great thing about it being family owned. It's not like it's owned by a big company and everybody gets their ingredients from the same place. She's
Mm-hmm.
able to handpick her ingredients from the places she thinks are the best. Like we all know skincare labs and foundation labs in Japan happen to be the best of the best. So you see a lot of these companies that have really amazing foundations and stuff. They're getting their stuff from Japan.
And
Are you already on eyeshadow? Let me catch up.
I like to put the blush on my crease because I think it
Oh,
looks
okay,
like
yeah,
it
yeah.
ties up.
It gets it all together.
Yeah.
That's also a good trick. I do that with bronzer too. I like to put a little bit of that bronzer in the crease. So today I use that number 10 just to give me a little bit of a contour.
One thing that we didn't touch up yet, but is like one of the most amazing things of Chantecaille is like how the brand gives back and like
Oh
loves
yes.
nature.
Yes. I
If
mean, I think it's near and dear to Sylvie's like who she is as a person is the fact that she wants to give back. Like all of these pharmaceutical companies and cosmetic companies, we take so much from the earth. She's like, let me find a way to give back. So it's even if it's like for the bees, we're trying to, let everyone know that bees are endangered and bees are pollinators and they, with once bees are gone, we won't have certain foods and it's a big deal. So just like with the butterfly collection that we came out with, it's just to inform people butterflies are they're endangered and it's going extinct. They're pollinators. They're important for our ecosystem because we need them to create food. If we don't have pollinators, we'll have a hard time creating food. So, and so every time so our butterfly collection goes to the Xerxes Society. So part of the proceeds from all of these kind of homegrown from the hummingbirds, which we were able to show me in South America. We were able to get them. I think we donated like $50,000 to $70,000 to the Ashomi in South America, and we were able to secure land for them so they don't lose their land, which is awesome. So that was from this last year's spring collection.
and you posted a couple of days ago about the pollinators, and
Mhm.
that information was so surprising and shocking for me that we don't have like idea how bees and butterflies are important. Like
Right.
you mentioned, I think 3 of every 6.
Everything that, yeah, things that we eat, it's
It's
necessary from pollinators, right? So we need them in order to just get the basics of things that we have on our plates. So it's so important to have pollinators and understand that so that's like it's good to have wildflowers and it's good to be able to plant gardens and have places for pollinators to be able to continue to thrive so that we can.
mhm.
And then also, I'm sure people have noticed things like almonds and nuts and basic and cherries prices go up because there's this lack of pollinators that's able to get us this food because if there's a lack of the pollinators, there are a lack of the food. The lack of food costs more money, and then eventually we won't have these things, which will be a bigger problem.
Yeah.
I think it's Albert Einstein said, if bees were to go extinct, humans would be 10 years after. Like that's how intense they are. So it's a great education to consumers that may not understand or may not just think about like what these
Realize
things
like
do. Yeah,
like it's not like that I don't love the bees and don't love the butterflies. I wasn't aware of how
right,
important they were. Like
right. And a lot of us aren't. We just think, okay, they're part of the ecosystem, yes, but you don't even really understand the magnitude to which they're important. And
yeah.
I think it's great. It opens up a conversation with people that they would have never have known to begin with. And then also it's giving back. So with every purchase of certain things, it's going to an organization. Like I'm so excited that we were able to give the Ashomi like all that land that protects them from the Amazon fires, and that these people get to have that land forever. Nobody gets to touch it.
And also this one is because
Oh
elephants are
yeah,
one of my favorite animals. And
they're
this
my
one
spirit animal.
is it?
Yeah, it's my spirit. I love elephants because I just think elephants are like so human like that it's like, oh, like elephants are just like, I feel like those are like the most connected to humans.
Elephants and giraffes holds a special place in my heart. And this foundation, every foundation that you buy, Chantecaille gives one bottle to a baby, a orphan elephant baby. It's not
Yes.
only a baby; it's an orphan baby.
Yeah, and the foundation where these elephants are, they're so amazing because the lady Daphne Shildrick is her name, and this is so cute. It comes with this like box, and it has this little information on there about these
Mm-hmm.
elephants. Daphne Shildrick was her organization was the first organization to figure out the formula that works well for baby elephants, because that was the thing when these baby elephants were left because their mothers were poached for their tusks. They were constantly dying because they didn't know they didn't have the nutrients, and it took her a couple of years to figure out what
Is the right for
combination of
like
ingredients to
human
make the
babies.
formula. Yeah, like human that she finally figured it out, and it's so expensive to make this formula for these babies. So that's why, you know, it takes one full bottle and they need to feed several times a day. So it's good that we're able to do that and be able to give to the Sheldrake. Also, too, we have our lipsticks. If you ever buy any of these lipsticks or lip veils, that also goes to elephants, but it goes to the Space for Giants, which is a different elephant organization that we work with in East Africa that helps kind of keep the terrain and keeps the people and the elephants living together harmoniously. So that's another thing that we always have these lipsticks, and part of the proceeds for every sale of each of these lipsticks goes to the Space for Giants, which is also good.
Uh, Many people are asking where they can find Chantecaille outside of the US, and I link 3 stores that ship
Yeah.
internationally.
Hmm.
Look Fantastic, Beauty Habit, and Beauty. I don't remember the
All right.
third one,
Let me
but
tell
I
let me
linked
look let me
in the
let me look at
description.
it for you. They ship internationally too, and I also want to say that uh, Look Fantastic, Beauty Habit, and
Beauty
BeautyExpert.com.
Expert.
And then also, you guys, if you ever want certain products, if sometimes those websites don't have all the latest and the greatest things, if you guys want to contact one of us, some of our retailers like Saks and Neiman's also ships internationally. So if you see something and you can't get it on these international websites, feel free to contact one of us and we can get you, because I've had some things being shipped to different places from Neiman Marcus and from Saks because they typically get things just as quickly as Chantecaille. So it launches on Chantecaille.com, then it launches within Saks and Neiman's. And then it launches typically within those other websites. So if you find stuff that you like and you can get them other places, check with us, and then I can put you with a retailer that maybe sends ships to Brazil and ships to other parts of the world that Chantecaille, unfortunately. But Chantecaille.com finally were able to ship to Canada, thankfully.
I can share your email, right?
Yeah,
I'll
absolutely.
definitely put
Put
in
it
the
in the
description
description
box.
box. You can you can, I think you have it already, and you can
Hmm.
just, you know, share it, and I'll be happy to connect people with the people they need to get them what they want. Okay? So for all my Brazilians, we got you.
Everybody's excited. Can we do shadow? Are you ready?
Yes, I have it here. I'm putting it on my brush.
This
Pangolin.
it took me a while to try this formula, but it's also so beautiful.
I know
It's
it
so
is. I'm like,
pretty.
why? It's such a pretty, like, I love this color.
Look at how
Love this.
dimensional it is. It's there's so many colors in here. The camera never picks up, but if you look, like there is silver, pink, purple, maybe some green. It's so beautiful. And you
Yeah,
can
it's
use
the
wet and dry,
prettiest
right?
color.
You don't need to
Absolutely.
wet it, but because it's already very intense,
It's
but
such,
you
I feel
can.
like it gives you so much color anyway. This shade, honestly, you guys, from someone super fair to someone dark, it looks beautiful on everyone. It's got a little bit of purple in it. You can put it on with a brush. This is more of like a dense flat brush that I use. You can put it on this way if you wanted. This gives me a delay. I'm going to do it this way. Or on this other side, you can do it like Jessica's doing it with her finger. So you
Yeah.
could take your ring finger. Look at how pretty that just looks like on the ring finger. You see how it's like it's not like glittery either. People are like, oh, I don't do shimmer. I don't do glitter. It's more like a flirty sparkle, if that's the best way that I can explain it. And I'm going to put it on with my finger on this eye. I'm going to
I
move this.
love shadows that I can use like by themselves, like one and done, be-
Mm-hmm.
because I feel like some shadows, depending on the formula and the shade, if you put just one, it looks so flat. But this one, it's so dimensional that it it depending on the angle that you're looking, it looks like you have like
Yeah,
several
and how
shades.
much light you have. Absolutely. Like I had this lady that I was helping on a virtual consultation and she works at a hospital. And she was like, "I want new eyeshadow because you know, we're always wearing masks all day." And she's like, "But I don't know if it's going to be appropriate for a hospital. I don't want to look like I'm going to a club and I'm going to work." And I was like, "No, no, no, you'll be
Yeah.
fine." She bought it. She was a little scared that people were going to you know, tell her that she was doing too much eyeshadow at work, and it worked out for her. That's the pangolin.
This
And
is
I
the
don't know if you
pangolin.
guys Yeah, I don't know if you guys have heard about this little creature, but I just learned about it when we launched this a few
Me too.
years ago. The pangolin is the most trafficked animal in the world, and the reason being is that certain people in certain parts of the world feel like if they eat the scales, they will have certain medicinal purposes for them. So people want them for those reasons, and they're just highly trafficked and endangered. So, and then a lot of people say that it's somehow linked to like a lot of diseases too because of the way that they're trafficked. So, I think they're cute little guys. I've never heard of them until we launched this product, but and that's his tail. So part of the proceeds of every sale of one of these little guys goes to this organization that helps the pangolins. So
And
there you
the
are.
shade is not like an obvious shade. It's not like brown. It's not like
No,
gray. It's
it's a
like a beautiful lilac, fairy like. Yeah.
taupey. Yeah, it goes either way. So if you want to wear like pinks, it works with pinks. If you want to wear browns or grays, it works really good with browns and grays. It just goes good with everything. Are we doing mascara already? You don't want me to teach you how to do an
Oh yeah,
eyeliner?
the liner. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, let's do the
Sure.
liner. Let's do the liner. So I'm gonna do our Listilo in black. And I'm going to show Jessica a quick way. I like doing a little felt tip like this. Do you have an eyeliner
Yeah,
that has a
here.
tip like
Can I
that? Okay,
tell you
perfect.
what I don't like about liner? So you can
Okay, tell
tell me.
me.
My eyes, they are very different. This one, it's very smaller. And every time I put eyeliner, they look like it's more obvious that they are different. Also, I have little lid, like very little lid space. And when I put
Me too.
eyeliner, I get
You
no,
lose your
no,
lid space.
yeah,
So my suggestion for you, oh, I have a lot of this eyeshadow. I'm just putting it on. My suggestion for you is use your lashes as your. Don't come this way, but use your lashes as like a
a
a
guide,
guide, right? So you're gonna take your
like stamp
lashes.
on my
Yeah,
lash.
yeah. And you're going to like stamp it, but do very small stamps all the way across. You don't want to have to go over your eyes. Like what you don't want to do one whole line. You just want to stamp really close to your lash line.
And
This way it
all the
all the
way
way
in.
across. From the inside corner all the way across, really close to your lash line. The only time you're going to do more is when you come to the outside. Once you've stamped it, because you just want to create depth at your lash line. That's the goal here, just for depth. I think this one's my dry one. Let me get a new fresh one out. Is this my fresh one? Or is this my fresh one? This one's my fresh one. Okay,
What do you think?
let me see. Yeah, see how good that looks?
Do you think
Now,
I should flick a little bit?
so we're going to flick it. So now after we've done that, you're going to switch your hand over. So are you doing your right
Right.
eye?
Yeah.
Okay, so now you have it, you're here, right?
Uh-huh.
Now you're gonna flip your
Oh,
flip
like
it and hold it
this?
this way.
Ooh,
Yes.
let me
And
try
then you're
this.
gonna come this way from your eye. That's how you're gonna make your cat eye. Okay, you got it?
Should where?
So
What
so
angle
you're
should
going
I
to
do it?
you're gonna like so where the outside of your eye is, like your lashes where your lashes would go, you're just gonna hold it down and stamp it. You see that? You just hold it down, hold it the side of it down and stamp it down. So you're getting so whole like you want the whole side of the thing to touch like this. Hold on, let me
Okay.
show you. You want it to let me go back this way. You want it to kind of touch like this from the side. You don't want it to touch this way. You want it to touch like all the way from the side.
Is this too straight or should it?
You could have done it. So what you can do now, because you've already done that. Because when you hold it this way, when you hold it, you were holding it too straight. You kind of hold it in an angle like this, and then you come down like this to your eye, and that gives you your cat eye. We're getting there. Yeah, like that. So now connect the two, but go from the outside in. No, go from the other
Okay.
direction.
Here.
Yeah, go that way and connect it the line down. There you go. That's the best and easiest way to do it. And now I'm just gonna go and clean up because I made a mess. But We're gonna do that from the
It's not
outside
half
in.
bad. It's like
Yeah, yeah, you just need a little bit of practice doing it. I picked
get
up the wrong one.
Q-tip.
Here we go. I got mine together. Let me do mine on this side. I like a good winged eye, especially, you know, when your eye is the whole focus during COVID. You want to keep it as prominent as possible. And I'm going to take this red lipstick off since we're doing a heavier eye. You can all use, yeah, you can use this flat. You can also use an angled brush. I just had the angled brush, which helps. Like a flat brush or an angled brush like this. And you can put the liquid eyeliner on an angled brush, and then that already has the shape for you.
When I do it like this with eyeshadow and brush.
Uh-huh.
There's someone asking about if you have any tips for droopy eyelids.
So and to do droopy
Eyeliner.
eyelids, to do an eyeliner,
Yeah.
I think that's your best bet, is to do it with a shadow, and then just kind of build it with a shadow. That way and then also take with a droopy eyelid, you want to take the eyeliner and also go onto the lid itself when you have a droopy eyelid. So don't try to stay underneath the droop, kind of go on top of it to create the illusion of lift. Hopefully that makes it. Hi, Jacqueline. How are you?
Hey, Jacqueline.
Okay, so I'm taking my red lipstick off so that I can put other lip color on in a minute. Anybody else have any questions out there?
Let me check.
Yes, I'm glad. I hope that
they're saying my eyes look bigger with the eyeliner. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Let me do my other eye.
Are you gonna do lips or mascara?
Well, I'm gonna do mascara. I just wanted to take the red lips on because I looked like I had way too much going on with the red lip and all this eyeshadow.
Now I was talking with you earlier about the mascara. I don't have the Chantecaille mascara, but
I know. I wish we would have sent one to you. You'll love it. I'm obsessed with the Chantecaille mascara. And I don't have a lot of lashes, so I need a lot of help in that department. So I like the fact that our mascara has a growth peptide in it that helps your lashes.
And also, I saw there is. I'm trying to remember the word that is free of ingredient that I was like, oh my god, do they have that in mascaras? Is it tart?
Yeah, tar. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's a thickening agent in mascara. That's what they use in mascara to make it thicker. So you know how the mascara gets really thick and full after a couple of weeks? It's because it's got alcohol in it, which is like a hairspray, which is why your lashes are able to stay. Like for those of us that have like flat lashes, and then you go in and it keeps everything. So we don't have any tar or alcohol. So our mascara lasts a long time.
And is it the same tar that they use to do asphalt?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I was not sure. I told myself I have to look it up, this word, to make like, is that it? Is it?
Yeah, it is. It's just a different version of it, but it is. That's what they put in there. So this doesn't have any of that. So your mascara doesn't get really thick and clumpy. You can use it for a couple months, and after about 2 weeks of a mascara, it starts to get air in it, and it starts to get clumpy, and you feel like you have to go get a new one, even though the one that's in it is not finished. This keeps you from doing that. So mascara always just finishes a look. I love a good mascara.
Do you like on the bottom lashes as well?
I do, because my bottom lashes aren't really long, but some people don't like to add mascara on the bottom lashes. I just say just tip them a little bit on the top so that you're not, you don't have a whole lot going on. See how oily I got? Just because my place is so hot, I feel like I need to put some more powder on.
People
I'm
are
sweating over here
with the tar information.
So now I'm gonna do a big fluffy brush with some powder underneath there, so you guys can see how much difference mascara makes. Don't we all love a good mascara? Let me do my other eye. Very pretty. Yeah, and so the mascara is like 2 in 1. So we have Faux Cils and we have Faux Cils Longest Lash. Our longest lash is like, I'm sure you guys have used or heard of Latisse or New
Yeah,
Lash
yeah.
that grows your lashes. So this has a natural protein peptide in it for growth. So what you'll notice is for the first like 2 weeks, you'll notice a fuller lash because they're making them nice and strong. They're not falling out as much. And then because they're in and they're not falling out as much, they grow longer. So people just love the mascara for that reason. I do too.
And the lattice is good, but once you stop using it, the effects are gone. And if isn't something like a mascara that you use constantly,
Yeah,
it doesn't make sense.
it makes sense. And then also just the bottom line, as for anything, that those lashes aren't going to last forever. So when they shed, you're back to your old self. So unless you're using a product like Latisse all the time, you're not going to get the effects of it
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
always.
yeah.
Okay. So now we have the mascara on. Let's try a little lip. I'm going to use, what am I using today?
We
I'm going to
cannot
do a
forget
little,
about the highlighter. It's
oh,
also my
highlighter.
favorite part. We cannot skip it.
I'm
People
going to do
know
a
me for
liquid
my
highlight.
highlight.
That's your thing, is your
Yeah.
highlight?
Yeah,
Okay.
highlight always been my thing.
I'm going to use a liquid highlighter. You're going to use that one. So I like to use the combination of
Thank you,
Brilliance
Julia. Oh,
and gel bronzer. So I'm doing liquid
what's the
today.
shade of the highlighter?
Brilliance. One of them
Brilliant.
is Brilliance, and the other one is our gel bronzer.
Okay.
So our gel bronzer looks like this on the bottom, as you see here.
Mm-hmm.
And then Brilliance is more of like a gold. So it's like the compact powder that you're using.
Oh, so pretty.
And so I like to mix the two together. I can't see what I'm doing. I mix the two. Here we go. I mix the two together to make my highlight. And then I press it into the skin.
I'm going to use this one. That is a compact version. And this powder, it has one of the best, like the most beautiful compacts ever. Like the component here is
Yes.
so fancy. And the formula is also like the bronzer that I used is like the Baked Gelate formula. It's so pretty.
Mm-hmm.
And this one, I had a few highlighters from Chantecaille, and this one is like it's very intense, but it's still like beautiful, not like Instagram highlighter, but it's more intense than the other versions that I tried. It's so pretty. I thought it would be very golden too, but when you like buff into the skin, it's very pretty.
Oh, see, Jacqueline has the Brilliance. I convinced her to get it. Just because I had this on, I'm going to take
The cream
my
one you're talking
yeah,
about?
yeah, Brilliance. Yeah, she got the shades right here. We had like a during the holidays we had a special going on with those, so I think that's when she probably got it. And because I'm trying to make my lips go back to the
Look how glossy.
pre pre red lip look, I'm gonna do lip liner. Our lip liner in Chic.
And Angela, this cream products that do they set? Or do they keep like a
They set, but they you still get the goldenness of the highlight.
mm-hmm.
So it's good for people that want a little bit of highlighter, that have a lot of texture issues on their skin. And it's great if you want to mix it into your foundation to get more of a glow of your foundation.
I'm gonna use the lipstick on the shade Honeypot. It's a very like beautiful pinky nude.
And someone said they wanted to see that peach color, the peach shade in the butterfly collection. I think so. Here are the butterfly shades. And I think the peach one that someone wanted to see was Peach Blossom. That's this. Let me
Is
go
this the
this
same
way.
formula?
It's no. So the lip veil is more pigmented.
Okay.
Lip Chic is a little bit lighter. So I'm going to put it on my hand so you can see that.
Oh, so
That's the
pretty.
peach shade. It's a really pretty peach color. So I hope that helps, Christiane. You kind of see the color. It's beautiful. Our lip cheeks are a hybrid between a lipstick and a lip gloss. So you get the best of both worlds. So it's a little different. I'm gonna wear Hyssop, which is also in our new shade. It's more of a, I don't know, maybe like a plummy nude.
Ooh, beautiful color.
That's the shade I'm gonna do.
Jacqueline is asking if you think the lip liner are long wearing.
I think so. I
Yeah.
like the lip liners. I like to sometimes fill in my lip completely and just put a very little bit of color on, especially when, I mean, I'm still one that wears lipstick under my mask. I know I'm crazy and sometimes I probably look like the Joker when I take my mask off, but I like my lipstick. So I like to do the lip liner all over, blot it, and then that way at least I have a little color on my lips.
This formula is very comfortable too.
Mm-hmm. Very. What do you guys
Very
think? I have been
professional.
dreaming with this highlighter since Jessica showed for the first time. It's beautiful. And you guys, it's limited and there's a little bit left. So make sure you go check them out. Jessica's going to link. There's a special, you guys, we didn't get to talk about it yet, but there's a special link with specific products like rose oil and some of our lip veils and things like that that will be available exclusive to everyone that watched this. So if you click on the link, you'll get the availability to have for 24 hours, 30% off of everything you see on the link. And you're going to get to have a code. And the code is, I think it's Jessica March.
Yeah.
And she'll link it all in the description box, but 30% off of everything that you see on that link. And I believe a lot of those things that we're talking about will be on there. So it will go, if you guys don't get it, if you guys don't get it if you guys don't get it by the 24 hours, it will be 25% off starting on 3/8. But you guys have an exclusive kind of time to shop for the next 24 hours, and it's 30% off with the code Jessica March. And you get to pick from those products. It's wonderful.
And
So that's
30%
fun.
is like a legit discount. It's like a good
Yeah,
discount. It's so good.
yeah, it's a good discount. So check it out, add to cart because it's, and they're only limited for as much until like we sell out of those products. So it's great that you guys are going to be the first people that have the opportunity to get to have those products because, you know, I'm sure by the time 3/8 gets here, a lot of those things are going to be sold out.
I missed out on this one last year and I was so upset. And when I saw it, it went back in stock. I was like, add to cart, add to cart. I was
I know.
so excited that I have it because it's not only stunning, but it's like such a beautiful formula. The package is beautiful. It's like the whole
I
package.
know. It's like jewelry. It's jewelry for your
Yeah,
makeup.
for
I mean,
sure.
jewelry for your collection, right?
How long have
Um,
you been on? Because there's a pop up here saying that we still only have 15 minutes. How long have you
I'm
been
not
here?
sure. Let's see what time it is. It's well, we started at 5, so it will be an hour. We will be have been on for an hour and 7 minutes.
Uh, there's a warning here. You have 15 minutes of interview.
Okay. I think we're almost pretty much through the whole look anyway. So if there's any, oh, let's talk about our top 3 products.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Jessica, you tell me the top 3 favorites while I think about this real quick on my top 3 favorite products.
My oldest favorite is the primer. I love the
Hmm.
primer. Even for the days, I don't know if it makes sense, but even the days that I don't use makeup, I like to use this sunscreen because, like you said, it's very, it doesn't cast on the skin. I really, really like this formula. It's very lightweight. This one for sure. Ah, it's so hard. Only 3. This one for sure is not only my top 3 from Chantecaille. It's probably my top 3 like from my whole
Yeah.
collection. And oh my god, I was gonna tell the bronzer, but I have to go with the
The
foundation.
cushion.
That
Yeah,
is
the cushion's amazing.
amazing, amazing. So such a good foundation for all occasions, for every day, for parties. It's like a beautiful foundation. It's the coverage is like for me is like what I need. Like a medium coverage is such a beautiful foundation. I love it. But now I didn't say any. I didn't mention any skincare, but I feel like rose cleansing balm that you
Oh,
gave me,
yes.
it's gonna become a favorite. I was telling Angela before that I tried yesterday for the first time, and for a second I thought it was like trying the moisturizer because the texture is so unique. It's not like greasy like most of
Hmm.
cleansing balms. It's very like, it's hard to explain. It's like a thick moisturizer that
Yeah.
cleans your face and leaves like a very smooth and like hydrated and calm and happy skin. It's so
Yeah,
good.
it does. It's and it does a slight bit of an exfoliation too, which is great. That people like. It has a little bit of hyaluronic, so it's going to do a nice little smoothing to the skin. So I think that's what you're probably going to enjoy about that product. But for me, I think my favorite, my top three would definitely go to our stress repair eye cream. I have allergies. I have puffy eyes. I like chips and salsa and wine and caffeine, all the things that make me even more puffy. So I think for me, eye cream is number one. Also, I turned 40, so I need to preserve the skin around my eyes and always make sure that I'm not, getting any crow's feet. I'm trying to preserve my age. So this is number one for me. Concealer is number two for me. My third thing, if I had to pick, that's tough. If I had to keep it at three things, I think my third thing that I would have to pick would probably be our bio serum. The bio
Okay.
serum is probably like a one and done skincare product that gives me my lifting effect. So those would be my three. If I could do those three in a red lipstick, I'm good to go. That's my and then
Serum,
mascara,
concealer, and the eye cream. Yeah.
concealer, eye cream, serum, and a red lip. So I had to, I mean, you said three, but those were my four. If I had to pick one more item, it would be the mascara. I love our mascara, and I love the fact that it conditions your lashes and helps them stay stronger and grow. So those are my top. Hopefully that helps narrow everything down for people so you guys can have a good time shopping. Everything's in the description. So what you'll see is everything is going to be linked for you in the description box, including Jessica's going to put my email there. So if you
Hmm.
have any questions, feel free to email me. I'm here as a resource to help you with any questions that you may have. Nothing's too big or too small. So I'll be sure. Yes, I'm 40, Lori. I am 40 years old. Can you believe that? I'm going to be 41 in April.
People are telling that you look 27.
Thanks. I'll take it, you
Beautiful
guys.
skin.
I'll take it 27. I know I've got a little bit of maskne going on right now, but what can you do?
And also, I
Oh.
don't think we mentioned the giveaway, did we?
Oh yeah. So let's talk about the giveaway. I have it here. So Jessica's gonna put it up. The giveaway is we're
Such an
giving away
amazing
these
giveaway.
products, which is amazing. So it's the bio. This is the key to I've curated a collection of things that I love for my skincare when I really want to take care of it. The first is our bio tool, which I have mine here. I love a good massage tool and a good technique. You use this on your face and you do it in three motions. There's a piece of paper in here that tells you how. It's basically like yoga for the skin. Keeps everything nice and tight. It does a natural lymphatic massage, keeps all those lines at bay. You massage your serums in with this, is amazing. The next product we have is our serum, our eye serum. This is amazing. You can use it not just for your eyes, but you can use it anywhere where you have lines. So under here, in between here, people have lines here and here. And this is our gold eye serum. So you can use that anywhere on the face. This is glass, you guys, so be careful that it doesn't hit the bathroom floor because it'll break and you don't want it to do that. You'll cry, literally.
Ouch.
Then my claim to fame during the COVID has been our detox clay mask. The
Mm.
detox clay mask is a mask that never dries. It's got honey and rosemary. It's purifying, it's detoxifying. It'll take everything that's in your skin and purge it. So I use it a couple times a week. I spot check my face, especially around the middle part of my face. It's a great way to detoxify without having to worry about it irritating the skin. And then finally, I have one right here, the Gold Recovery Mask. The Gold Recovery Mask is like butter. You want to break it down, press it into the skin. You can put it on over makeup. I like to use
Oh,
it as a really nourishing nighttime mask that I sleep in. So maybe 2 to 3 times a week, I'll sleep in that mask. It really helps preserve the skin. It's got probiotics for the skin. It's just a really good gold is used in a lot of cultures to kind of heal the skin. It's a really healing property. So anytime you need to heal the skin, get blood and oxygen and everything flowing in the skin, it's amazing. So you're going to get the opportunity to win this whole collection. Go to Jessica's Instagram page, like, follow, share, comment, that whole nine. You'll see the post for it. She'll post it for you guys. And I think we're gonna leave it up for about a week for you guys to submit, and she'll randomly pick one person and send it to you guys. It's like it's over $700 worth of product. Also, you guys, if anyone's interested, this is also sold on our website for $150. So if you just want one of these because it's amazing, you can go and buy one there. But that's my curated collection of skincare Sunday that makes your skin amazing. So I thought that it would be wonderful for one of you lucky people that joined us tonight
for sure.
or this morning or whatever time of the world you guys are in to get it.
Thank you very much, Angela. I'm so happy that you're here. I'm so happy for the opportunity. Like
Thank
I
you for
said,
having me.
Chantecaille is a brand that I have such appreciation, and have you here is like it makes my heart very happy. Thank you for
Oh, I'm
coming.
so happy that I was able to join, and thank you for having me on your channel and introducing me to all of your wonderful people. I hope you guys learned a little something, and if you have questions, let me know.
Thank you everybody for coming. I'm also very happy to have you guys here. Like Angela said, I will leave her email down below. I will leave her Instagram down below. Go follow her and stay tuned for the giveaway details that will be coming soon. Thank you very much.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye. Bye, Angela. Thank you.
Bye.